Hey guys, welcome back to Courtney Just Be Doing Shit. One of the things that I was focusing on in 2025 was skincare and just overall aesthetics, like beauty aesthetics. I wanted to do this video because I had posted a video the other day about Medicube and what I use from them, and so I wanted to do this video to, number one, show you guys all the products that I picked up from Medicube and what I use, but I figured I might as well do an entire like body self-care, everything that I use on my body from head to toe, because you guys have asked at some point or another when I've mentioned a product. So this is going to be a long video. It's probably going to be about 30 minutes. So Medicube, if you know anything about me, like the one thing that TikTok is going to always do is get my money. They've got some amazing products on TikTok, so whenever I see something, I usually grab it, and I've yet to be disappointed. So originally, this was what I had found on TikTok. Okay, so this one is called the Medicube Collagen Milk Toning Wrapping Mask. And what this is a mask that you put on at night, and it takes, you put it on, obviously it goes on wet, and it takes about 10 minutes to dry, and then once it's dry, you go to sleep, you sleep in it, and then you wake up in the morning and you peel it off, and it is supposed to give you that glassy, glowing, hydrated skin. All of this is Korean skincare, okay? When I purchased it, it came with this as well. It was a bundle, and it came with this as well, and this is the Medicube Collagen Glow Booster Serum, okay? So what you usually do is you wash your face, you put the collagen on first, then you put the mask on, and then you let it dry. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to dry fully. Your girl is completely impatient, so I actually use this little fan here. I actually got this fan in my eyelash kit when I got my eyelashes done. It came with a whole kit. And so when I wash my lashes at night, I use this fan to dry my lashes, but I also use it for my skincare routine. So to dry my toner, to dry my mask, I use it to dry my concealer because your girl is impatient and I'm not waiting to sit there and let the shit air dry. So that is what I use. So I have extremely sensitive skin. Like literally, if the wind blows the wrong way and it's too dusty, I'm gonna break out. So I'm always hesitant to find or try new products. So when I found this and it actually worked, I was like, say less. We're getting ready to buy the whole damn bundle. There was recently a Black Friday bundle where it was like $77 for all of the Medicube products. And normally it's like $200. So I literally bought it all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna show you exactly what all of the Medicube stuff that I use, everything I use for my face and everything else. But these are the first two products that I tried. If you cannot afford to get anything else, because I'm not gonna lie to you, it can get kind of pricey. If you cannot afford to buy everything, I would recommend at least starting with these two items. My assistant's probably gonna kill me because I'm gonna make her go through and find links for all this stuff so that it'll be easy for you guys. So if you don't see the links now, be patient. I will make sure to add the links eventually, okay? So those are the very two products that I bought from Medicube. So then what I decided to do was when I saw the Black Friday bundle, I ended up buying the entire bundle. So next we're gonna go into what is in the bundle and how I use it. So the very first thing is the Medicube Zero Foam Cleanser. Now this stuff is amazing. A little goes a long way. Like literally I use a pea-size amount, add a little water, put it all over my face, and it cleanses my entire face, like squeaky clean. The one thing I will say is, like I said, a little goes a long way. The texture is a little weird. It feels almost like toothpaste, and it doesn't foam. Like I kept rubbing, expecting it to foam, and it doesn't. It just feels like you're literally putting toothpaste like all over your face, okay? So this is what I cleanse my face with. Everything that I'm showing you here, I do in the daytime. I do in the daytime and I also do it at night. So I do it twice, okay? Before I do this, if I'm wearing any makeup, I use the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Skin Therapy Cleansing Oil. This is what I use to take off my makeup. I do not use makeup wipes because I have tried 50 million different brands, and no matter what brand I try, they always break out my skin. So this works really, really well, and I usually just put it on with these little pads here that I picked up from, I think I got these from either Walmart. Yeah, I got these from Walmart. And I just use one, put it on here, take my makeup off. Then once my makeup is off, then I use this, okay? Then once my face has been cleaned and it is squeaky clean, then the next thing I do is I use the Medicube Zero Pore Pads. So what this does is they're little pads that you use to exfoliate your skin with, as well as take off any additional like gunk that you have. And it's just the little pads. I know if you remember, like back in the 90s, 80s, 90s, they had like Noxzema. It's like those little Noxzema pads, but they work really well. And I do this every day, once during the day and once at night. So this also, like I said, it came in the bundle and I absolutely love it. It is great. So that is my step 2 after I have used the cleanser, okay? So then after my skin is cleansed, the next thing I use is the Medicube PDRN Pink Serum, which is, oh wait, no, pink toner. So this is the toner. So again, I apply a little bit of the toner to my hands. A little goes a long way. So I usually do like 1-2 shakes, and then I pat it into my skin. I don't rub, I just pat it into my skin. And then again, I will use my handy dandy little fan to make sure that it is completely dry before I move on to anything else, okay? So after I've used my toner, the next thing I use is the PDRN Pink Peptide Serum. This is the serum. And I do two dropfuls. So I take one dropper, do it on this side, take the other dropper, do it on this side. And this one I also rub in. It's going to already give you that moisturized glass skin like looking feel. I love this stuff. It feels so good on my skin, okay? Then after I do that, then I go into with the Medicube Collagen Jelly Cream, okay? So that's that. This is also like a little cream. It literally looks like jelly. And again, a little goes a long way. I use like a pea-size amount. I rub it into my skin and I let it sit, okay? And then I use my little dryer to dry it. Now, that is what I go through every single night. Now, usually I would say 2 days a week, like usually every other day or every 3 days, I will do a mask, okay? If I do a mask, then the very next step I will do is I will apply the Medicube Collagen Milk Toning Mask, which is the one that I showed you earlier. But first I'll apply the collagen. So I'll apply the collagen, then I'll apply the mask. Then I will sleep in the mask and I'll wake up in the morning, I'll peel it off, and you literally have that glassy, glowy skin, okay? It also came with these masks here, which are basically the exact same thing as this. The only reason I don't really like these is because this one, it goes on wet and it kind of stays wet for way too long. And I sleep with an eye mask on, and you can't really sleep with an eye mask on if you're wearing one of these. So honestly, these I just give to Reese, and I just stick to using this. So when I purchased the bundle, it actually came with another one. So now I have 2 of them. let's see. So now I have 2 of the Medicube masks. This one is the collagen night wrapping mask. This one is the collagen milk toning mask. So one of them is like a toning. Honestly, I feel like they do the exact same thing. I've never even opened this one yet because I still have a lot of this left too. And then I just put it on with like a little paintbrush and I love it. If I am not going to do a toning mask, and I'm just, because remember I don't do it every day, I just do it like every 3 days. If I'm not going to do a toning mask, then I will just add in a moisturizer. For my moisturizer, I keep it very basic, very ghetto, and I do the Pond's Rejuvenating Anti-Wrinkle Cream. And it says firming looking skin in 2 weeks. I love this stuff. I have been using this stuff for decades and I absolutely love it, okay? In the winter months, or if I am flying and I know that my skin is going to be extremely, extremely dry, I pull out the big guns and I use Aquaphor, okay? This stuff works so well. I use this on my patients back in my wound care days when we had patients who had extremely, extremely dry, cracked skin. It's for dry, cracked, irritated skin, clinically proven to restore smooth, healthy skin. It does great for restoring your skin barriers. So because this is so heavy, I only use this if, like I said, if I'm flying and I'm going to be in that cabin air and I'm super, super dehydrated. Or I will use this if it is like really, really cold, which really doesn't happen that much in Arizona. But if I'm traveling someplace where it's really, really cold, I will use this. I also use this on my lips at night. I will slather this on at night so that so I'll brush my teeth. I'll make sure I brush my lips really, really well, take off any dead skin. And then I will apply the Aquaphor like jelly, petroleum jelly ointment to my lips, okay? Then once a week, I will use, I'm all out of this, I need to get more. I will use this here, you're probably not gonna be able to see this, but this is the, I think it's called Laneige, also Korean skincare. It is a lip mask, it's a lip sleeping mask. So I will put this on at night. As you can see, it is completely empty. I got this at Sephora. It was a part of my birthday gift. I had a large one, but re-stole it from me. So yeah, I need to get another one of these. I actually ordered it. I'm just waiting for it to get delivered. So I will switch back and forth between this and this. If my lips are really, really chapped, I use this. If my lips are not really, really chapped, then I'll just use this and it makes my lips very, very moisturized. Now, let's have a conversation about this, okay? This bad boy. So this came in the Medicube kit. I have not used this because I am terrified to use this because the way my pain tolerance is set up, yeah, this is like micro needling in a jar. Okay, if you know anything about microneedling, it's basically needles that are placed into your skin and they cause micro cuts in the skin, which forces your body to produce more collagen so that it heals itself and it makes your skin more plump. I have not tried this. I have heard that it hurts like hell. I've heard it feels like somebody is rubbing fiberglass all over your face. I've seen the results. The results look amazing, but I'm not there yet. Okay, so when I do try this, I will let you guys know. But as of right now, it's gonna be a no for me for right now. But I will keep you guys posted if and when I do decide to try it. With that said, I do, however, use a home microneedling kit. This is the one that I use. I actually got this as a PR gift probably like 6 months ago, and it is a micro needling kit. I did not use it when I first got it because I'm gonna tell you, I was terrified. Anything with putting needles on my face, I tend to not fuck with, okay? Because like I said, my pain tolerance is just not set up for that. But I was hearing so much about it and people were saying that it did not really hurt. So I was like, okay, if it doesn't really hurt, I will go ahead and I will give it a try. And I did give it a try, and in all honesty, I absolutely loved it. This is what the little card looks like, so you can see. So it has the cap, then it has the actual needles that come with it, and then it has the little serums. Now, they have two types of serums. They have the wrinkle serum, which is this one right here. I personally have not used the wrinkle one, just because in all honesty, I just don't have a lot of wrinkles. Thank God, I got that good genes. But they also have one that is a dark spot one. I can't get it out, but they have one for dark spots. That one I do use. I used to have really bad, as you can see, I still do have a little here, dark spots here. I used to have them here, all over my forehead, all over my nose. Between this and the other thing I'm gonna show you, most of my dark spots are gone. The only part that I'm still struggling with is this part here, which I'm probably either gonna have to do a chemical peel or go in for real micro needling in order for that to go away. But I'm hopeful that it's still gonna work. I absolutely love this kit. It was sent to me in PR. It was a 3-month supply. I will definitely be ordering more of this when it is out because I absolutely love this stuff. It does not hurt. It literally feels like somebody is taking Velcro and they're pushing it into your skin, but they are real needles. The needles do not go that deep into the skin. It's not like you're gonna be bleeding all over the place, but it does make your skin like red, and it doesn't hurt. Like, I've gone over the areas multiple times. You're supposed to do your entire face, and then whatever is left over, you open the serum bottom and you like put it into your skin. It does not hurt. I love this. I do this probably, they say you're supposed to do it every 2 weeks, and you're supposed to alternate between the wrinkle and the dark circle, the wrinkle and the dark spots. I've heard some people mix the wrinkle with the dark spot and then they do it on their face and they do it once a week. I haven't had to do that because, like I said, I haven't done the wrinkle. I haven't had to use the wrinkle one, okay? The other thing that I use for dark spots, this is tretinoin. Now, in the United States, tretinoin is expensive as hell, and it requires a prescription, okay? I think this tube in the United States is like $40. I have the 0.1. I believe it comes in 0.3 and 0.5. I'm not spending $40 on tretinoin. I take my ass to Mexico and I get it in TJ from a pharmacist, and this tube is $8. It works wonders. It works really well on dark spots. I had a huge dark spot on my back that this literally took care of. You want to be careful with this because you don't want to use it every day, because it can be kind of harsh on the skin. But I live by this stuff. But I get it, like I said, I get mine in Mexico, okay? And it works just the same, okay? Then the next thing I use for dark spots is this stuff here. I got this off of TikTok Shops too. It's called Glow Wash by Sugar Baby. This stuff works amazing. It's got kojic acid and turmeric extract. I use this on my face. I use this on my underarms. I use this on my cootie cat. Wherever you have place where there's discoloration or dark spots, this stuff is awesome. Reese has that, I think it's called like chicken skin, where she has like all these little bumps and stuff on her skin. She uses this as well for that, and it literally clears it all up, okay? So I use this all over the place, especially on my underarms area. it from using like aluminum deodorant and stuff like that, you can tend to get dark spots under your underarms. This will take care of this. Like, I love this stuff. Okay, the other thing that I use is, I'm a huge fan of The Ordinary. This is the one that I use. It is a serum. It is a coffee solution, 5% serum. I use it on my under eye area here. It helps with dark circles. This stuff is great. I only use it at night because I don't think you're supposed to go out in the sun with it. But I will take some and I will just dab it underneath my eyes. I only use this if I'm not going to use a mask, obviously, because if you're using a mask, it's not going to work. But I use this usually every night. Okay, so hair. Your girl used to be a member of the No Edges committee. My edges were literally fighting for their life. I was wearing wigs like years ago, and the clips literally destroyed my edges. I literally had no edges. I was bald, y'all. And Beyonce came out with this serum with her hairline called Sacred, and I had rave reviews. Like, everybody was talking about how amazing it was, about growing edges back and all kinds of stuff. I went to Ulta to go find it. I was like, absolutely not. Beyonce's already rich enough. I'm not giving her another $48. So there's this girl on TikTok. Her name is Nina Poole. She goes through and she finds the active ingredients in a lot of these popular brands, and she gives you dupes for them. The dupe for Beyonce's Sacred hair serum is actually The Ordinary hair serum. It works great. I have been using it. Now, granted, my edges are still thin. They're still fighting for their lives, but y'all, there were nothing here before. It was bald, okay? I've been using this for 2 weeks, and literally my edges have have grown back. The one piece of advice I will give you, this will literally grow hair anywhere, okay? So if you accidentally get it in your hair and it rolls down your cheek, you're gonna have a beard, okay? So be very careful when you're using this. If you're gonna go to sleep, wear a hair bonnet so that it doesn't get all over your pillowcase and it's not all over your face. There are so many people on TikTok talking about that this works so great that they now have a beard because it got on their skin, okay? So save yourself the $48 and go get The Ordinary one at Ulta or Sephora and leave Beyonce's $48 Sacred one alone, okay? This stuff is gold. I love it. Next, when it comes to body care, I use Dr. Bonner's like soap. This stuff is amazing. It will literally strip everything from your body, oils, dirt, dead skin, everything. Is gonna strip you, okay? It does have a tendency to be drying because it does strip everything. Also, another word of advice, do not get this anywhere near your cootie cat or you're gonna wish you was dead because it's gonna hurt like hell, okay? But I love this. I use this first when I get in the shower, and I have an African like loofah sponge, and I literally get it all over me, and I scrub and scrub and scrub, and this stuff will get you squeaky, squeaky clean, okay? Then once I've gotten squeaky, squeaky clean, I'm all out, but I usually use the, there's this oil, like a coconut oil that, or cocoa butter oil that I usually will I'll dry off, not completely dry, just a little damp, and I will pat myself dry so that I'm a little damp, and then I put the oil on, and so it hydrates my skin. The other thing that I did is I stopped using lotion. I do not use lotion. I use this Aquaphor Advanced Therapy Ointment Spray. It is like the regular Aquaphor, like this one, only it is in a spray form, and I love this stuff. You literally spray it on. It makes your skin so soft, so smooth, so shiny. Oh my God, I love it. And then if you want to put in a little like shimmer powder over it after, chef's kiss. Your skin is going to look good. It's going to feel good. It's going to be great. After I usually get a spray tan, I will use this, and y'all, when I tell you my skin is all bronzy and perfect, it's great. I picked this up at Walmart. I think it's like $4, okay? I'm gonna see if I can buy it at Costco because I go through so much of this. I love it. Reese loves it. Like, it's amazing. I use it all over my body, okay? Next is deodorant. I stopped using Secret deodorant probably months ago because I hate it. I felt like it never worked for me. I I hated the aluminum that was in it, and honestly, I didn't like the smell. I started using Donna Karan's Cashmere Mist deodorant. This stuff is freaking amazing. I don't know what is in this stuff, but I know there's no aluminum in it, but oh my God, this stuff smells so good. It smells so good. It works great. I could literally go, don't come for me, but I could literally go 3 days without putting on deodorant, and I will put this on and I literally will not stink for 3 days. I will put it on once, not put it on for like 3 days, and it works great. Not gonna lie, expensive. It's like $35. $35 for some deodorant is absolutely insane, but it's probably one of my favorite products next to this product, okay? Get you some Donna Karan Cashmere Mist, okay? Then when it comes to skin toning, tightening stuff, this is something that was sent to me in PR about 2 years ago, and I've loved it so much that I've continued to restock it. It's called Maylee's, I believe. This one is called Firm and Lift Buttocks Mask, and literally if you put this on your ass, it gets rid of cellulite and it actually tones. I did not believe it until I actually tried it. Y'all, this stuff works so great. Like if you have cellulite, if your butt is saggy, whatever, this stuff actually works. Again, not gonna lie, it's expensive, but it's worth it. They run sales often. Get it if you can get it on sale. Also, a part of their line I use is called the Be Flat. This is the firming belly cream. So I put this on my stomach area and it really helps with firming. Now, as you guys know, I lost a lot of weight, like 100 and something pounds. When I was hitting the gym hardcore and I had the formations of a six pack, this stuff really would like really firm things up, and I can't even speak highly enough about this stuff. I love it. It's a very good firming. The other one that I use is the Be Foxy. This is the inner thigh firming cream. It does the same thing. It takes your inner thigh area and it makes it firmer. I also use this on my underarms here. Like, you know how you have that like dangly? I use this on my underarms as well, and I can definitely tell a difference with the firming. Not gonna lie, this shit stings like hell. All of these products do. They burn. So like when you put them on, it's like an overwhelming burning sensation, okay? So prepare for that. The other thing that I do, a part of my skincare routine, I do not use washcloths for my face anymore. I only use these disposable towelettes. These are extra large face towels. There's 50 in the box. When I bought them, it came with a box of 2, and I love them. I do not put a washcloth anywhere near my face because I know you can wash them, but something about the bacteria, I don't know, but every time I use a washcloth on my face, I always break out. So I no longer do it. I only use the face towelettes. The other thing that I do is I use the Conair LED Light Therapy Mask. I usually do this every other day. I don't know if you're supposed to do it that often, but I do it every other day. It's like one of those red light treatment masks. There are a lot of other ones that are out there that are super, super expensive. This one is not as expensive. I got this as a PR gift probably about 2 years ago, and I actually still use it and I love it. It's really good with brightening your skin and helping reduce wrinkles as well as building collagen. The other thing that I'm really big on is water, you guys. I drink a whole lot of water. I used to be really bad about this, but now your girl, like, I wake up and the very first thing I do at night before I go to sleep is I fill this up with ice water. I leave it beside my bed, and before I do anything in the morning, I always make sure that I grab my water and I am drinking it all day. I will sometimes add lemon to it. I will sometimes add pomegranate to it. Sometimes I will just add water and just call it a day. But I try to go through at least 3 of these a day. I'm trying to get up to 4. This is the Brewmate. The reason I love this one over the Stanley is it has a really cool feature where you can turn the lid so that it locks. And when it locks, you can literally put it in your bag and it's not going to fall out. No water is gonna fall out. I will throw this in my backpack. I'll throw it in my purse. I'll put my iPad in there. It has never once leaked at all. You can't say that about a Stanley. I think it was like $40, so it may be a little bit less than a Stanley. And then when you wanna drink out of it, you just turn it back to where it says open. And you can drink out of it. It is, insulated, so I can put water or ice in here and it will stay cold all day long. The other thing that I do, I don't really have a way to show you guys, but I have started doing lymphatic drainage massages. I go to a place in Scottsdale called The Talks, and I go and I get a lymphatic drainage massage where they do your entire body. It really works, it helps with getting the toxins out of your body, firming your skin, and just your overall skin health. I also have started going to get Thai massages regularly. I go to the chiropractor regularly, and I'm getting ready to start acupuncture. So 2025 for me was really the year of focusing on just like my overall general health. The other thing I do, I signed up with this company online called, I think it's called Nourish, where you meet with a dietitian. It's completely covered by my insurance, so I don't pay anything. I think I have like a $10 copay and that's it. And I have a dietitian that literally builds meal plans out for me. I take pictures of everything that I eat. I send it to her and she tells me, okay, you know, get more protein in here, get like, I'll have to do a whole nother video on Nourish. This is not sponsored at all by them, but I literally love them and they have helped me get my eating under control because I don't like to cook. I eat a lot of fast food. And so I basically told her that. And she has helped me build out like meal plans of places where I can eat. Like if you go to Chick-fil-A, get this versus getting that. If you go to McDonald's, get this versus eating that. So she works within like my demands, like basically, because I told her I'm not gonna eat a salad, I'm not gonna meal prep, I don't like veggies. So she works with all of that, and literally I have been able to lose probably about 30 pounds just from working with her. And like I said, 90% of the time your insurance will cover it. You just have to pay your deductible. For my deductible, it's $10. Okay, this video was super long. I apologize, but I wanted to make sure to get you guys as much information as I could, because I know this video was long overdue. There's been so many of these products that you guys have asked about that I have not had a chance to actually sit down and talk to you guys about them. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. Leave me a comment down below if you have any questions. And again, my assistant's probably gonna kill me, but I'm gonna try and see if I can have her find links for all of this stuff, okay? I'm gonna post this here. I'm also gonna post it on my YouTube. When I post it here, I probably won't have the links, but when it goes to my YouTube channel, it will. So I will post another link when it's live on my YouTube video, or my YouTube account that has all of the links so you guys can find it there. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, bye.